You can't just go filling plot holes with bullshit! I've had acid flashbacks that had more narrative coherence than this, and... Oh, no. No! Not the love theme! Skip it! Skip it! Time compression! Batteries!
This is probably the most iconic moment in the entire game, the song Eyes on Me, a song which I honestly just find unbearable. It's sappy, it's not very well translated, and the lyrics don't really apply to Squall and Renoa. It's way more appropriate for Laguna and Julia, whose romance never gets off the fucking ground! And just from a dramatic standpoint, this is the scene they chose to break out their huge sappy love theme, the scene where they just sort of sit around. You couldn't have them kiss or dance or do anything. It would have been much more dramatically effective during the full-motion video segments where Squall is doing something stupidly romantic and heroic.
I just don't get it. People love this song and they love this game because they feel the song gives the game some kind of resonant romantic feeling. The song won awards. Next to Kingdom Hearts, it's the best-selling video game theme ever. People tracked this down and imported CDs of this garbage. Remember when I mentioned people weeping at the scene of Aerith dying in Final Fantasy VII? That was nothing compared to Eyes on Me.
Darling, so there you are, with that look on your face, as if you never heard, as if you never done. Shall I be the one for you, who paints you so softly?
You know what? I'm gonna go out on a limb here. If you actually liked Eyes on Me, you are officially a complete pussy. No, if you were even able to sit through Eyes on Me, you're a pussy. You see this? These are your man cards. And these are your man cards listening to Eyes on Me. You're a pussy! And that's not a slam against women. You're a pussy. There's a difference. Women have more balls than you. And it's not because you like a love story. There are plenty of great love stories. But this? We're talking about Final Fantasy VIII here. We're talking about Squall and Renoa, a whining, brooding jerk of a guy and a woman who lowered herself to sleeping with Cypher. You're rooting for a romance between Squall and Cypher's leftovers. Cypher's sloppy seconds. I'm gonna ruin this romance for you, you know how? I want you to think about this every time you see Renoa. Cypher's balls were slapping against that poo nightly. Oh yeah. She was swallowing the mayonnaise, gargling the chowder, and you know what? She loved it. Enjoy your love story.
Moving on. After getting Renoa back, Squall immediately hands her over to some new assholes who think she's dangerous. Then he decides about 2 minutes later he wants her back, so you have to go get her. Then you meet Laguna, who's become president for life of Estar, and no, I don't know how or why this moron got elected to the highest office of the most technologically advanced country on the planet, and I'm so far beyond caring it's not even funny. But hey, maybe I'm wrong about this guy being an idiot. After all, he's got a plan to bring down Ultimecia and stop her from compressing time. That plan? To let her compress time! Yeah. Since she lives in the future, the only way Laguna can see to kick her ass is to let her destroy all of time.
Does anyone have a different plan? Anyone? I mean, I don't mean to sound like a jerk here, but shooting alone in the back of the head seems like a much easier and more definite way of stopping all this time travel bullshit.
Even Laguna can't really believe you're going along with his plan. Okay, look, when the pivotal part of your plan to restore the space-time continuum is believing really hard in love and friendship, maybe we should come up with something a little more rational. So they basically feed Renoa to Ultimecia, Ilone does her thing, and the time compression begins. Okay, I'm not gonna lie, this is actually a pretty cool and unsettling sequence, and for once the level design actually shows some inspiration. You have to fight your way through a gauntlet of boss monsters to unlock your powers, which surprisingly I thought was pretty interesting and required strategy. But by the end, it's pretty disappointing. The game doesn't really exploit the concept of a skewed timescale or the mixing of past, present, and future. It really, at the end, it's just another level in a spooky castle. But hey, after 4 CDs of this nonsense, I was just anxious to see the mastermind behind this whole labyrinthine plot. The puppet master whose strings reach back through untold eons to manipulate entire nations to war. The all-power... Oh my god. Oh, really? So much for dignity. I don't know. I just think if I were the ultimate galaxy-destroying badass, I wouldn't shape my hair into giant steer horns.
Or maybe she's just taking a definite stand on the whole steers or queers issue.
Jeez, how does she even clear doorways? Just when you're trying not to laugh at the hair, she starts speaking in Mortal Kombatese, replacing all her C's with K's. This boss isn't actually all that hard, but you'll still die a lot because she's supremely fucking annoying. When she attacks, she chooses 3 members of your party at random, and since you'll only have 3 members equipped, odds are good you're gonna have a couple unequipped party members, and a 50-50 shot you won't have Squall, which is bullshit. What the hell are the other 3 characters doing while the sorceress is attacking us, playing with themselves? And you need at least Squall for this, because his Limit Break Lionheart is the only one worth a damn at this point in the game. Only problem is he only does Lionheart when he feels like it, which is, like, never. I guess it's really tiring to pull off or something. Everyone else will either be busy healing or drawing the Apocalypse spell, or, my favorite, casting Doom Train to nuke her defenses, because Doom Train is fucking awesome! Love this guy, he's like a satanic Thomas the Tank Engine. But really, this boss is only challenging because it tries to tie one arm behind your back by choosing your characters for you. And what does this game expect you to do anyway? Keep all 6 characters equipped at all times? That goes totally against the whole junction exchange system they established at the very beginning of the game. When you finally beat her, things get all trippy again because, well, let's face it, our plan of defeating the villain by letting her win was pretty fucking stupid. Yeah, things work out because of love, peace, friendship, the heart of the cards, you name it.
Or do they?
Hey, you know what this reminds me of? I am interfaced! Hey, let's see who gets this one. Oh god. No. No! I slept too long! No, wait, I got it. He's wandering the terrain of Testament. Truly, this is a fate worse than death. Look out for the Jawas!
So sorry to interrupt, everyone.
Well, can it wait? I'm almost finished with this game. I just have to cover the ending.
Oh yes, how very apropos. You finally finished the game that haunted your childhood, and now I finish this experiment permanently.
What the hell are you talking about?
Well, let's be honest with each other. You're dragging us both down with your lame puppet show review thing. Your camera's crapping out, and you still live with your parents and you're 28. I'm surprised you haven't killed yourself by now. Trust me, I'm doing you a favor, and besides, I've got a much more charismatic host all lined up.
But you can't kill me. You're me.
And I can't even begin to tell you how confusing that is when tax season rolls around. No, it's much simpler this way. Besides, I saved a load of money on this particular assassination. Ordinarily, I'd never be able to afford a mercenary like this, but when I mentioned your name, why, he said he'd do it for nothing.
Squall! But we hate Final Fantasy!
What is it about the name Dr. Insano that eludes you people? Honest to God, people are stupid! Look, it's nothing personal. You suck and you have to die. Call it squality control. I spent all day thinking of that one.
Ah, jeez. Ah! Ha-ha! I, don't suppose you'd rather just play triple triad cards, would you? Ah! Ah! Hello? Yeah. Oh, hi! Yeah, just a second. It's for you. It's Renoa. I have had enough of you! Look, Could you at least tell me what the gun part of the gun blade actually does? Oh!
Self-destruct sequence initiated.
Initiate countdown.
Well, is it done?
Initiate countdown.
Why in the hell did I give a walkie-talkie to a guy who talks in text boxes?
Initiate countdown.
A minute. Something's speaking in there. Let me hear it. Get out! Get out of there!
Stage on my own. We never said my words, wishing they would be heard. I saw you smiling at me. Was it real or just my fantasy? You'd always be there in the corner of this tiny little bar. My last night here for you. Same old songs, just once more. My last night here with you. Maybe yes, maybe no. I kind of liked it your way, how you shyly placed your eyes on me. Did you ever know that I had mine on you? Darling, so there you are, with that look on your face, as if you never hurt, as if you never down. Shall I be the one for you, who pinches you so